LinkedIn made some updates to creator mode in 2026. Yes, again. In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the questions that I've been getting around LinkedIn creator mode. What does it look like in 2026? Where are all the creator tools? What happened to hashtags, adding a custom button to your bio, LinkedIn lives and newsletters? A lot is changing in the LinkedIn world, and I want to make sure that you are up to date with the most important information. If you are new here, hello, my name is Cindy Dodd. I talk all things LinkedIn, marketing, and LinkedIn success on my channel. Be sure to click that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. Okay, let's get into it. LinkedIn creator mode updates. LinkedIn's made some major updates, so let's go through them. First, if you are looking for creator mode on your LinkedIn profile, here's the thing, it no longer exists. Back in February or March 2024, LinkedIn got rid of creator mode altogether. It used to be a toggle button that you could turn on or off if you wanted to be a creator or not. But LinkedIn does not have that option anymore, so you are not going to see this button on your profile. So here's the thing. It's not that creator mode disappeared altogether. It's that now LinkedIn has given all of its users access to creator tools. Specifically, LinkedIn Lives, LinkedIn Newsletters, and the follow button. Yes, now almost everybody has access to these tools with some limitations, which we'll talk about in this video, but you can absolutely tap into this access. So now at the time of this video, where does everything live? If you watched this video of mine back in 2025, I showed you how to actually access the creator tools on your profile. It used to be nestled under analytics, but LinkedIn has changed that in 2026. You can no longer go into your analytics page, do it now. They've completely revamped how their analytics look, and so you don't have the creator tools section access anymore. So you may be thinking, okay, Cindy, how do I access the follow button, LinkedIn Lives, and LinkedIn Newsletters? Let me share my screen so I can show you how. Okay, so the follow button stayed pretty much in the same place. You're going to go to Me in the top corner of your LinkedIn profile. Go down to Settings and Privacy. On the left, where it says Visibility, click that. Scroll all the way down to where it says Followers. And then where it says Make Follow Primary, make sure that this is toggled on. So this means when somebody lands on your LinkedIn profile, instead of a Connect button, your viewers will now see a follow button. If you are actively creating content and want to tap into the creator tools on LinkedIn, you want to make sure that your profile is set to follow as the primary. So people can easily click the follow button and they don't necessarily have to be connected to you in order to see your content. So that's one thing. Next, let's take a look at LinkedIn newsletters. That's another one of the creator tools that LinkedIn gives you access to if you want to build thought leadership or just want to write more long form content. You can now start a LinkedIn newsletter. It is available to all users, to my knowledge. If you don't have access to it, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know. But essentially, this is where you are going to go to create a LinkedIn newsletter. On your LinkedIn homepage, you are going to scroll to the bottom on the left where it says Newsletters. Click that. On the right, you can see it says Create Newsletter. And on the bottom, these are the newsletters that I am subscribed to. So you could see the newsletters that are in your subscriptions. When you go to create a newsletter, it's going to ask you for things like your newsletter title, how often do you publish, your newsletter description, so you can then create all of that and start to publish a newsletter. And at the time of this video, everybody has access to this. So this is one of the creator tools that has been rolled out to LinkedIn's entire network. So now let's talk about LinkedIn Lives, which was the other part of the LinkedIn creator mode that you had access to. Remember, it was the follow button, LinkedIn newsletters, and then LinkedIn Lives. So let's take a look at how to actually access LinkedIn Lives. And there are actually a few restrictions around Lives that I'm going to walk you through as well. So back inside of our LinkedIn profiles, in the same bottom left corner, this is really where the creator tools are now living, we are going to go to Events. Now, the thing about LinkedIn Lives is that they have to be pre-scheduled events. You can't just show up on your LinkedIn and go live. LinkedIn, I want to say around 2026, completely disabled this. You have to pre-plan an event on their platform and then go live. So it tells us that we go ahead and create an event. It's going to ask us to upload an image. It's going to ask us who the organizer is. And then if you scroll down, it's actually going to ask you for what event format you want to create. And that is when you can then create a LinkedIn Live event. Okay. Now, there are some restrictions around who can create a LinkedIn Live or not. Let's take a look at what LinkedIn says. In order to create and host a LinkedIn Live event, there are certain criteria that you have to hit. So this is what the criteria are for LinkedIn Lives now. Audience base, members and pages with more than 150 followers or connections are eligible to be evaluated for LinkedIn Live access. So even if you have 150 followers or connections, doesn't guarantee you have access to lives, but it says that you'll be eligible to be evaluated for them. A history of abiding by LinkedIn's professional community policies, right? Making sure that you haven't done anything shady on your account. Geography is another one. LinkedIn Live is not available at this time for members and pages based in mainland China. And then the account or page must have been created at least 30 days ago. So you cannot create a brand new account and then start to go live from that page. So overall, if you want to access the LinkedIn creator tools, remember it's the follow button, which I showed you how to access. And then for events, which are LinkedIn Lives and then newsletters, go to the bottom left-hand side of your LinkedIn profile. Now, in my last video, this is probably the most common question I got asked around LinkedIn creator mode, and that was, Cindy, where do I add my website link? I used to be able to put links on my profile. I used to be able to put buttons on my profile. Where has the link gone? So here's the answer to that. At the time of this video, the only way that you can add a button or a link to the front of your profile in that headline section is with a premium business LinkedIn subscription. So if you have LinkedIn Premium or you have LinkedIn Sales Navigator, any of the tiers, you can now add what's called a custom button to your LinkedIn profile. So inside of my LinkedIn profile, I can see now my custom button is set to book an appointment. So anytime I make a post or I'm in my DMs, this button that says book an appointment is going to show up. So if you do have a premium, let's look at how do you edit this button. You go into your LinkedIn profile, click the pencil button, scroll all the way down to where it says premium custom button, click edit custom button. And that is where you can add that premium button link. It could be to visit your store, visit your website, view your portfolio or blog, book an appointment, or visit your newsletter. You can also have this button display on posts, messages, and search results. And I always have that toggled on because it adds extra visibility. If you want to remove that custom button, you don't want that visible anymore, you just click on remove. Although I don't recommend that you do that. I've seen people remove this button and then not be able to get it back. So once you have it, I would just say leave it there. You can, of course, change the link that the custom button is directing to. Now, for those that don't have premium, you cannot have the direct button on your profile, but there is another way to add a link to your LinkedIn profile. That is inside of your contact information. So again, back into our LinkedIn profiles, we're going to click on the pencil button. We're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom of our intro section where it says website. That is where I can then add an external URL, a link, something that's going to appear on the top of my profile, which is great. So you can add that URL there, click save, and this is where that URL goes. Right underneath my headline and my location, I now have that link on my profile. So now it's not visible on every post or message that you send, but it is a way for you to add a link to your LinkedIn profile. And then the last question that I always get asked, Cindy, what happened to hashtags on our profiles? How do I add them? Are they still relevant on LinkedIn? Should I enable these hashtags? At the time of this video, LinkedIn has completely removed hashtags from the profile section. So no, you cannot add hashtags to your profile, and quite frankly, you do not need them. And here's why. The LinkedIn platform is a lot smarter now. The reason LinkedIn had those hashtags in the past is so that they could classify your profile and know who to show your profile to, and what type of people would like your content. With the evolution of LinkedIn's algorithm and the platform itself, LinkedIn now reads your profile, your about section, and your posts to figure out your profile topics or hashtags on its own. So what you need to be doing instead is ensuring that your profile is well optimized, that you have strategic keywords embedded in your profile in places like your headline, your about section, as well as in your content, so that LinkedIn can classify you as a creator and start to push your content into relevant feeds. Okay, that was a lot of information, but those are all the updates to LinkedIn Creator Mode in 2026. I hope you found this video useful. Ask me any questions that you have about Creator Mode or any of the creator tools in the comments of this video. I'll jump into the comments and I'll make sure to answer them. If you want to know how I am utilizing Creator Mode to grow my following and even to get featured by LinkedIn themselves in strategic partnerships and visibility, comment part 2 and I'll create a part 2 to walk you through how I am doing it. Hope you found this video useful. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel for more LinkedIn updates and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.